Galaxy S21 Ultra in 2025, a forgotten flagship still worth buying? When you think of flagship smartphones from a few years ago, the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is one of the names that still rings loud. It was a premium beast when it launched in early 2021, and, incredibly, here in late 2024, it continues to be an impressive device in nearly every category. I've had this phone for about 5 months now, but only started using it as my daily driver 3 weeks ago. Since then, I've been thoroughly surprised, almost shocked, by how capable and enjoyable this phone still is in the modern flagship landscape. So much so that I bought a case for it, and let's be honest, that's the ultimate sign of commitment. Let's dive deep into the experience and why, even heading into 2025, the S21 Ultra might still be a better deal than many current mid-range or even new flagship phones. A flagship experience at a mid-range price. Let's talk numbers first. I picked up this Galaxy S21 Ultra on eBay for just $250. That's not a typo. You can find it in similar condition on eBay or Amazon today, and for the price, it's arguably the best deal in mobile tech right now. Sure, the aluminum frame has some scuffs and chips, particularly around the edges, and the paint's wearing thin in a few spots. But the display? Flawless. And for me, the display is what matters most, it's what you interact with all day. This one is still vibrant, bright, smooth, and responsive. Not to mention, this 6.8-inch WQHD Plus AMOLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate still competes with today's best. Real-world performance, still a beast. Even with the older Snapdragon 888 processor, the S21 Ultra hasn't missed a beat. It handles everything from multitasking to gaming without hesitation. I compared it side by side with the S24 Ultra, and while that phone is technically faster, the real-world difference is minimal after a few days of usage. You'll notice a split-second difference in app opening speeds, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, but honestly, the performance is so close that it becomes irrelevant with regular use. This phone doesn't stutter. It doesn't lag. It just works. And when a phone works without making you think about performance, that's when you know it's doing its job right. Design, one of Samsung's finest. Let's not forget, this was Samsung's best-looking phone for many fans. The matte black finish is still stunning. The seamless camera module design looks refined, modern, and high-end even by 2025 standards. It feels premium in the hand, and it's actually more comfortable to hold than the S24 Ultra, thanks to its curved edges and ergonomic design. While I generally prefer flat screens these days, I can't deny that the curved edges on the S21 Ultra offer a better in-hand feel, especially when using the phone for extended periods. Display, audio, and haptics, still top tier. Samsung's AMOLED panels are legendary, and the S21 Ultra's display is no exception. The 120Hz adaptive refresh rate ensures buttery smooth interactions, while the colors pop with vibrancy, ideal for watching videos, scrolling social media, or gaming. Add in stereo speakers that sound rich and loud, ultrasonic fingerprint sensor that's accurate and fast, and premium haptics, and you've got a multimedia experience that easily rivals new phones costing twice as much. Cameras, high-end capabilities with minor flaws. Here's where it gets interesting. The S21 Ultra camera system still holds its own. You've got a 108MP main sensor, 2 telephoto lenses, 3x and 10x optical zoom, a 12MP ultrawide, and a 40MP front-facing selfie camera. The image quality? Excellent. The video quality? Top-notch. It even supports 8K recording at 24 frames per second, although most users will stick with the rock-solid 4K 60 option. The one complaint? Shutter lag. It's a bit better now than it was a few years ago, but it's still there, just enough to notice. If you're shooting fast-moving subjects, you might miss the moment. Otherwise, this camera system is still top tier in every sense, from dynamic range to low-light performance. Battery life, surprisingly strong in 2025. For years later, you'd expect battery degradation to be an issue, but this phone continues to impress. With a 5000 mAh battery, I'm consistently getting all-day use. I unplugged it around 6:15 a.m. and, by 6:30 p.m., still had around 48% left. That's heavy usage, including social media, videos, messaging, and browsing. Charging speeds are decent by today's standards, 25W wired and around 15W wireless. Not blazing fast, but very acceptable. And yes, wireless charging and reverse wireless charging are both present. You also get S Pen support and an IP68 water resistance rating, features still missing on many mid-range options. Should you still buy the Galaxy S21 Ultra in 2025? Without a doubt, yes. Especially if your budget is under $300. You'll be hard-pressed to find a modern phone that delivers flagship-level performance. Beautiful high-refresh AMOLED display. Excellent build quality. Top-tier cameras. Long battery life. Premium features like wireless charging, water resistance, and S Pen support. All at a fraction of the cost. I've said it before and I'll say it again, older flagships are often a better buy than new mid-range phones. The S21 Ultra is living proof. If the only thing stopping you is battery age, a simple battery replacement can bring this phone back to 100% health, and you're good to go for another year or two. Final thoughts. 3 weeks in, and I've fallen back in love with this phone. The plan was to use it for a few test videos and move on, but now? I bought a case, and I don't plan to let it go anytime soon. This phone may be nearly 4 years old, but it's still flagship-worthy in every way. If you're in the market for a phone that performs like a top-tier device without draining your wallet, the Galaxy S21 Ultra is still one of the best values in 2025. What do you think? Would you choose an older flagship over a brand new mid-range device? Drop your thoughts in the comments or hit me up on Twitter/X. And as always, if you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world reviews from Reliable Review Lab.